The British royal family. Man, I'm appalled. I just can't wrap my head around it. I've always loved the British royal family. But The Crown is my favorite show. Don't get me wrong. I love The Crown. I have downloaded it on Netflix, and I keep going back to it. But the more and more and more I dive into history, I start feeling bad for humanity. How can one family have such power? Like, how can one family have one such power and also protect themselves against the laws to be prosecuted? Yes, let me put it that way. A lot of people are not going to say this, but I'll say it. So today, the theme for the day is slavery turned into wealth. But when Queen Elizabeth died, I felt sorry for the English royal family. But honestly, no, fuck the royal family. Fuck Queen Elizabeth. Fuck King Charles. I cannot say fuck Catherine. She married into the family. And my reasons why I'm saying this is, the whole family is full of criminals. The royal family owns 263,000 acres of land in the UK. That means basically everybody is leasing land from the royal fucking family. It is insane to me how one family can have that much power over people. When Queen Elizabeth died, her net worth was estimated around 500 million, and this is even just hidden. They have this law where they have this act that they passed in 1874, where you can't really, a lot of papers or bloggers cannot announce their true wealth. They are actually worth more than what we are saying. So yes, today if I'm saying fuck the royal family, because slavery turned into wealth for certain people, and other nations are suffering. Yes, this is justifiable. And don't get me wrong, I used to be one of the guys that loved the royal family. But the more and more and more I read into history, like I said, is fuck the royal family. One family shouldn't have that much power over the world. You combine the Commonwealth countries, which is the Commonwealth is composed of 53 countries, including all the lands from the royal, including all the lands from around the world that the royal family has. They have about 6.6 billions of lands. I don't know if a lot of people are not educating themselves. I don't know why people are not mad, but this is insane. They own 6.6 billion of lands around the entire planet. You go to Canada, they own 90% of lands in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Jamaica. I'll give you an example, right? Last week, the royal family decided that after 150 years, they decided that they are returning to us Ghanaians the gold, the crystal badge that the Asante wore in 1874 which was the war against the British people. They stole 32 gold artifacts from us, from we Ghanaians, and they took it all the way to UK. Now they are telling us that they are returning this to. Last week, they told us that they are returning this to us. But guess what? They are only returning this to us on a 6-year loan. They stole this thing from us, and then they are now returning this to us on a 6-year loan. The world is not angry enough. The world is not fucking angry enough. How can you take someone's property and tell them you are returning it to them on a loan? How can you steal from someone and tell them you are returning it to them on a 6-year loan? The world is not angry enough. Like I keep saying this, The royal family owns 260,000 acres of land in the UK alone. So everybody that's working, you are working for the royal family. Man, it's fuck the royal family. This is why I keep saying slavery turned into wealth. You go to the West, oh, the reason why black people were not able to accumulate wealth was because of slavery. After slavery was abolished, they turned all their resources into economic power. This is the same thing that the UK has done over the years. Oh, and you want to know something? When Queen Elizabeth died, King Charles basically became the richest landowner in the world. All everything was passed to him. The lands and everything, all the resources were passed down to him. And you want to know something funny? He is immune from being tried. He is immune from being persecuted. These folks knew what they were doing to the planet, and they put in laws for them to never be arrested. You can never jail King Charles. Oh my goodness. African leaders are stupid. That is going to be my next topic. This is why I keep saying Africans are not ready for democracy. 400 years ago, we should have been ruling the world. We should have had such a strong army that we could get up and say that our presidents could not be prosecuted. But our leaders are so stupid that they have made themselves so powerless that they cannot have this kind of power. King Charles is immune from persecution. That means all the stolen wealth. The royal family is estimated at 5.6 trillion dollars, which is not even right. Which is supposedly more than that. They have so many lands around the world. They control all the lands basically around the world. So that is even a lie. And look at these African presidents. Look at these African leaders. Just straight up bullshitting. African leaders are stupid. And that is going to be my next topic. I'm going to dive into why African leaders are very stupid. This is the things that they should have been doing instead of fighting themselves. Whatever country the British royal family stepped into, they made sure to conquer a little part of it. And that is why they own 6.6 billion of lands around the world. I'm glad of the countries that now want to be away from the Commonwealth. I'm proud of them. I hope one day Ghana is economically sound to be able to wake up and say that we don't want to be a part of the Commonwealth anymore. But today's theme, I want to hit on it again. Slavery turned into wealth for certain people. And the British royal family is one of those that benefited. And I keep saying the world is now mad enough